And again, I want to also, bring out concerning the Teresa Lucis incident here, and how that General Mills had terminated this young lady. Now, Teresa Lucis, she's a young white lady, Caucasian, and she was retaliated against, and she had testified because she had testified against General Mills' racial prejudice in certain racist employees during the time when I was, Robert C. Dupree, when I was employed back down there before they had terminated my employment back here in December 27th of 99. Well, before I was terminated, well, she had witnessed certain racist employee, and this young lady here, Teresa Lucis, she was married to an African American, and she had underwent a lot of prejudice, racial discriminatory act against her because she was married to a black man. So I just want to give a little more insight on about this particular young white lady who General Mills fired this year, 2009, March 2nd of this year, 2009, as just stated. And she gave her testimony, and if you haven't heard it, you can look at part 11, 12, and 13, and I believe that give you a little more insight on her testimony, which she have given live statement on audio with her full consent, explaining how that certain employees, General Mills and the union, allowed to harass her, allowed to jump on her, allowed her to even be sexually harassed. Sexually harassed. I mean, come on. And when she brought it to the company's attention, she brought it to the union's attention, well, nothing was really done about it. And what was more startling about it is that she stated, Teresa Lucis, that is, on her testimony, and you can hear it for yourself, that is. And like I said, part, 12 and 13, well, you can hear her give her own testimony live concerning what I'm saying, how that the plant manager who was down there at this point in time, not only was she aware of this here was going on and allowing it, but she was hanging out with the individuals who was harassing and discriminating against the young lady. And the union action towards that is that they was allowing the company to tried to give her a bow, or they gave her an ultimatum. Since this issue was happening up here in the mill, and she was in the highest paying position as a grinder, and especially the female, it was the only female that ever had that position, ever, as a grinder down here, and she was making pretty good money as the top dollar. And the company told her, well, since you having these problems and continuously having issues with this here happening up in the mill, well, they forced or tried to force her to get out of the mill, bid out of it, to go down to the elevator, which is in another department, to a lower position and a lower paying job. And this is their way. General Mills was trying to resolve this problem. And if she did not do this, well, General Mills gave her an ultimatum. Either you do that or you will be terminated. She refused to accept this type of harassment and treatment, and no action taken against these certain employees who she continuously complained both to the union and the company about, and nothing was done about it. And now they're trying to get her to get out of the mill. She refused to do it. General Mills terminated her employment March, that is, March 2nd of 2009, and she informed me about it, and I just let her give her own testimony and statement, and and nothing was really done about it. And she definitely gave me the permission to bring this forth and make it known to the public. And so again, General Mills need to be held accountable for it, just like the Joseph B. Brown case back here in 2007. The racist employees are still down here, just like in the case that they was boycotted back in 2003. And I mean, it's a lot of racism and stuff that's going on, and General Mills is just trying to keep things hid. And even the settlement fraud deceit, which is according to law, criminal act, and then they allege that I voluntarily accepted those terms. There's a lot to it behind the scene that General Mills do not want the public people to be aware of. And the truth, I just want to bring out and see to it that General Mills is still being held accountable for it.